Hello guys, it's time management time. Are you set? My name is Edet Otu. I'll be sharing with you simple tips on how to manage your time. Every day we wake up and as soon as we jump up from bed, we try to do so many things. In the end, we just check up the list again and start thinking, oh, why couldn't I do this? Why couldn't I do this? Why couldn't I do this? And maybe we forgot some and we did some, and I just feel some regrets in the night. But I'm here to share with you simple tips to manage your time, which I have used personally, and it works for me. It's helped me a lot. So I will share these simple tips with you, and you see if it will work for you as well, and you move on to manage your daily time. The first thing you need to do is to create time audit. Time audit is very essential. Time audit here is something very simple to know what you use your time for generally. Create that audit and get to know what is your time, where are you directing your time to. When you wake up in the morning, what are the core things that you do in a day, in a week, in a month? What have you achieved? So you know what are the important things. You have jobs like myself, very important. I know that for me, I have to go to church, I have to go to work. When I was in the university, I had to do my research, my PhD research, and a little time for visit, a little time for phone calls, and I have to also check up my business to see how my business is faring. So this is my simple time audit, and with this I arrange my whole day to match this time, so I can only use the spare time, the gaps in between, to do other things. And then next thing I do is I complete the most important tasks first. Very successful people will tell you that they complete important tasks first. I love other people, what they do, and as soon as they wake up, they go straight to the email, they go straight to the phone, and that's why it's advised that you keep your phone far away from your bed if you want to be very productive. So your phone has to stay away from you if you want to be productive. And after you've completed all the important tasks, then you can do everything you want to do. Remember again, another thing I do is that I allow a time limit for every project, every task, every activity that I have. If I want to visit two person, I'm going to decide how many minutes I'm going to spend there. If I have to make a phone call, I plan in advance how many minutes I'm going to spend on that phone call. Sometimes it goes over, but because I have an existing time limit, it allows me to allow that time, difference of 5 minutes to 5 minutes more, 10 minutes more, then I can call it off. But if you don't have that time limit, you will not be able to do it. So you have to delineate specific time, for allowable time for every task, every project, every activity that you have. So you have to allow. That important thing as well I do is that I allow a buffer time within projects, within activities. So let's say I finish task 1 and I move to task 2. After task, when I take a break, and I like to watch Tom and Jerry, I like to watch Nigerian comedies, and within that 5 or 10 minutes, I just get my brain reset again. I reset my brain for something new. But some people go straight from just task 1 to task 2 to task 3, and they get stressed up. They get tired. The achievement becomes less. The quality of work they produce towards the end is not as much as the first one, because they haven't had time to recharge. So if you're in the office after task 1, go to the loo, go walk around the lobby, go give a handshake, go make tea for other people in the office. Go look for 3 minutes after a task before you move into the next task. It gets you supercharged up for the next task and see yourself achieving more. Big mistake people make is to-do list. So you have to do less. Stop writing 10 things or 20 things in your to-do list in a day. To-do list is a graveyard of dreams. Very successful people have said they don't use to-do lists, they use calendars. I use calendar. Google Calendar is everything I have to do. I have in the morning I know where to go, where not to go, or events that have cancelled events, or I update the calendar and I check up the calendar. But it's always advised that you check your calendar before you go to bed. So in the night while you are asleep, it allows you to your brain begins to prepare you for what you'll be achieving the next morning. But what you have to do is keep your activity for the day simple. Keep a blank calendar if possible, and do the most important things, and allow the other things to go. Delegate. Let people help you. Make phone call. Allow other people to work for you. Don't labor alone in this life. A lot of friends, their phone friends will help you. Delegate things and they help you do the rest of what you have to do. Create an organized system. Organized system doesn't mean you have to be one super choleric, organized person that's able to put things, have everything under control. Some things will fall out of control anyways, but this is how I create my organized system. I divide the day from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's the whole day for me. And then up to 12 o'clock, half day. So I think of what will I achieve between 6 a.m. and 12 noon. Between 12 noon and 6 p.m. what will I achieve? Then I have the night season. The night season between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. what will I achieve? Usually I work throughout the clock. Depending on what task I have, I don't work throughout the clock every day, but most times I try to work throughout the clock and my interchange. So I have mastery of all the quadrants of time of the day. And so it's up to you to know what is more valuable to you. Check the quadrant that works well. If you're a student, some quadrants are not very good for mathematics, some quadrants are not very good for reading. So depending on your own physical or psychological strengths or capabilities, so you have to study yourself to know what works well for you and organize your system to work well for you. Use time management tools. A lot of people use Monday.com and other app out there. Use technology. Technology makes life easy, and you can almost tell everything you want to do. People use Alexa these days, so if you want Alexa, you go for Alexa. And I don't have those big things that make my life simple. I use Google Calendar. Google Calendar solves my problem. I just keep my life very simple. I don't like complex software. I don't like it when it's have to do a lot of setting, write too many things. I like it very simple. It makes my life as simple as possible. And then don't waste time waiting. You can't stop things from going wrong. As you step out, there will be delays. Maybe the train delay, maybe bus delay, maybe flight delay. There may be delays in other areas that you have. Maybe you're waiting for someone and the person didn't show. Always arm yourself and be ready for delay and how to use that waiting time. Use your waiting time very well. Let's say you're commuting from work your commuting time to work is 1 hour. That 1 hour, go with your laptop. It could be a time for an online business. It could be a time to earn an extra income. It could be a time to write that book that you've been wanting to write. It could be a time to produce that music that you're wanting to produce. Use every bit of time for your own good. Don't waste it. It could be you can be reading that book you need to read. You can be reading about that new field, that new trip you want to make. And you can use that time to make that new contact that you've been always looking for. That person you've always wanted to talk to. Use the opportunity, that time to talk to that person. Find out where your time is going. Already we talked about using your apps to manage your time. So from those apps, you check where you're losing the time. If most of the time that you have, you're losing them to Facebook, to WhatsApp, to social media, I think it's time for you to rearrange your time and then put it the right way. Block out distractions. Distractions of notifications, block them out. Mute your phone, mute your PC, and only get in to check these things when they are important, they are necessary. Don't allow them to interrupt what you are doing. As soon as you hear that sound, it affects your brain, and it's going to take you like 18 minutes to 20 minutes to concentrate again. So block them all out and make sure you finish what you have to do. This is what some people do. Some people use them, email and Facebook as gratification. After important tasks, they gratify themselves with Facebook. Just go to check Facebook for a few minutes before they move to something else. Time is so essential that people say he who wastes time wastes life. Imagine the fragments of seconds that go away. They accumulate into minutes, minutes accumulate into hours, hours accumulate into days, days accumulate into weeks, weeks accumulate into months, and months accumulate into a year. And before you know, someone is 25 and has not achieved anything, or is begging in the street. The difference, I tell you, between the person that is begging in the street and the person that is the head of a corporation is just time management. If you don't manage your time well, you will work for those who can manage their time well. If you're not organized, you will become a servant, but someone that is more organized than yourself. Manage your time well is everything you have. Let's say 24 hours a day. Every day you can earn $24. You have to use $24 a day. And then you don't use it at all, and you waste it, then that is gone. And there's a law that says if you don't use it will all go away. So I know you'll be struggling to use this money. Oh, I have to get this my dollar. I have to use every bit of this my penny, and I won't let this my penny go to waste. But why no time? If we can struggle to convert every time that we have into money, value them, value every second that you have as a currency, and then you will know how valuable it is, and you won't waste it at all for anything that is not useful to you. So I encourage you today to go out there, use these simple tips, and more out there, and try to manage your time well. Do the best you can to manage your time and stay productive. If you manage your time well, I'll see you at the head of the corporation. I'll see you off there. But if you don't manage your time well, I'm so sorry. This video did not do well for you. Couldn't help you. And I trust that you manage your time well. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Edet Otu. I'd like you to subscribe. I'd like you to enjoy. If you've liked this video, subscribe, tell people about it, and then follow us, and then more videos come. We'd like to hear from you. Like to hear from you, hear your comments on what we are doing. Bring all your suggestions, and I so much thank you so much for being there. I look forward to seeing you next week.